can see Marissa and Dewi there, just acknowledging the home crowd. The Indonesians lost in the second round of the World Championships earlier this year to another Chinese pair, Liu Ling and Liu Yu, the second seeds. That was a fairly comfortable win for the Chinese. And it must be said the Indonesians are, well, seem to be more comfortable on the mixed doubles court. Certainly both of them ranked higher in mixed doubles than their women's doubles. Umpires with the coin toss.
Hot. To service. Tang Yuanting. To receive. Dewi.
The Indonesians won the coin toss and decided to stay at this end. The end nearest the camera. I don't feel it'll make a tremendous amount of difference. We haven't seen much drift this week. Conditions down there very good for badminton. Very warm, of course, out here in Malang. Although the altitude of Malang is quite high, it's quite a mountainous region. It's still in the late 20s. But coming through Jakarta just a few days ago, it was well in the 30s, and it would have been very uncomfortable if the event had been hosted there for a second time. So the unseeded pair, as I said, world rank number 90. They managed a quarter-final in the Vietnamese Open just a few months back, although it was a comfortable win for the Thailand pair at the time. They've lost in the first round of the Korean Open and made it through to the last 16 in the SCG Thai Open in September. Again, losing to Malaysians. So they're going to have a very tough game ahead of them here against this Chinese pair. Chinese women haven't been playing together for very long, it has to be said. Both of them very well known, both very well respected. Tang Yuanting has been playing with Ma Jin recently, also Bao Yixin. In fact, Yuanting and Ma Jin are still ranked number 6 in the world, even though they haven't played together for some months. Yu Yang has recently been playing with Wao Xiaoli. That was in the summer. Before that, playing with Zhong Xishan. And again, such is the strength and depth of Chinese women's doubles. They can afford to mix pairings up, see what works best, find a combination that works. This pair lost in the final of the Hong Kong Open just last month. They lost to compatriots Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. They won the China Open, however, the Super Series premier event, beating Matsumoto and Takahashi in the final. They had to beat Qing and Zhao Yunlei in the semi-finals to get through to that final, so such is the class of these two ladies. They also won the Bitburger Open, again, just a couple months ago, knocking out Poon Lok Yang and Xie Ying Set, the number 2 seeds over there in Germany. So, players getting ready for action. The umpire, Tatiana Muliana, and service judge there, looking very organised. Ready to kick off this first game of the day, ladies doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tang Yuanting, Yuanting, China. And on my left, Vita Marissa, Komala Dewi, Indonesia.
It's Tang Yuanting is going to serve the Chinese pair at the far end of the court as we look down.
Service over. 1 love.
Yuanting, like myself, thought that was going out, but the line judge called it in. Quick smile there to Yu Yang. It seems that Chinese pair looking quite relaxed
Service over.
at the moment.
1-0.
This arena, it has to be said, is, well, it's nowhere near half full yet. And yet you can hear the noise.
2-1.
Such a buzz, such a cauldron of activity here. We had men's doubles last night. Young local Indonesian pair taking on a very strong Chinese pair and nearly took the match. It went to a tough 3-setter, and the crowd, I tell you, I don't think I've ever witnessed such an atmosphere
Service over. 3-2.
as is possible in this arena. So great finish there for Tang Yuanting.
Service over. 3-0.
You can hear the crowd though, like I said, probably 30%, maybe 40% this arena full at the moment, and the crowd already really getting behind their Indonesian players.
4-3.
That one just clipping the shirt of Komala Dewi and called a fault by the umpire. Oh, what defense from the Chinese. Oh, what did this Indonesian pair have to do to get through the defense? I think, was that 2 behind the back in that same rally, 1 each? And Yu Yang smiling as she goes to serve, looking very relaxed indeed. Oh, missed the net kill. It fell below the tape. She picked it up anyway. Such is the class of this Chinese doubles player, Yu Yang.
Service over. 4-6.
That serve
Service over.
only centimetres high, it has to be said, and Yu Yang on it so early, so quickly, put the Indonesian under so much pressure with that return of serve. The margins have to be so tight in ladies doubles. Oh, you could see the ambition of the Chinese there.
8-4.
That forehand drive, it was almost a clear, and yet Yu Yang stepping forward, dominating the net. She knew how that rally was going to pan out. They were getting in attack formation so early in that rally. Such is the confidence. But that's better from the Indonesians.
Service over.
Great net shot, just stretching Yuanting. Just that bit of backhand deception at the net there. And there we go again. Yu Yang just stepping forward for the kill.
Service over. 9-5.
How many times have we seen her do that over the years? And again there, the pressure of Yu Yang at the net. It's very easy to see the tactics involved in this Chinese pairing. Tang Yuanting very comfortable hitting smashes and drops from the back of the court, and Yu Yang so dominant at the net.
11-5 interval.
Those last 6 points came in about 30 seconds, I think. Look at the athleticism of Yu Yang there. On top of that net return so early. Interesting to see the Chinese
20 seconds.
talking
20
during
seconds.
the intervals like that. It wasn't so many years ago you used to see the Chinese coach come down to courtside and issue instructions. The players silent, just absorbing his advice or her advice and listening, but not interacting. And nowadays, you see that a lot more with Chinese badminton players. They're talking with their coach, advising what's going on and working out the tactics of the game together, which is, I think, something of a transition in Chinese badminton.
13-5.
And it's really good to see as a badminton fan, really, that interaction between player and coach.
Service over. 6-13.
I don't know if the noise of this crowd is as loud for you watching at home as it is here, but when we see Indonesia playing all through today, it's going to be such an atmosphere in this great arena. Oh, that's a better punch clear though from Marissa.
7-13.
Catching Tang Yuing by surprise. That deceptive overhead just left it late. Here we go, and Yuanting was stepping forward, expecting the smash or the drop shot. Wow. That's unlucky from the Chinese, but again, just asserting themselves at the net. Both players stepping forward to kill off that rally. Just the error off the strings of Yuanting's racket. Seems to me, though, there's been 2 points so far that Indonesians have actually dominated the rallies and won, and both of them have called for a bit of deception off the racket of either player. And it appears that that's going to be needed for them to assert any kind of dominance on this game.
13.
Komala Dewi there, however, adopting the role of Yu Yang at the net, stepping forward and putting some pressure on this Chinese pair. That was better.
Service over. 14-9. Nine.
Couple of unforced errors there, just being the difference in the score the last few points. And there's another one from the Indonesians, just trying to force the issue, it seems. Trying to make it too tight to the net, trying to hit lines at the back of the court. They must be feeling the pressure against this very strong Chinese pair.
Service over. 10-16.
Good defense from the Indonesians. But that really wasn't good enough. That third shot in the rally there didn't have the depth, and Tang Yuanting, rightly so, putting that one away with ease.
Okay, play.
There again, that's
15,
what, 4 points in a row.
10.
The unforced error, like I said, just trying to make the perfect shot each time, and it's, well, I wouldn't say it's necessary, but I can understand the
19-10.
pressure the Indonesians must be feeling against such a well-respected Chinese pair. At 19-10 down.
Game point 10.
Marissa just trying to take the pace off that shuttle, but again, just trying to make it too tight. And that smash down the line into the trams from Yuanting brings about the end of the first set, 21-10.
21-10. Dewi.
The atmosphere in here already so incredible today, and we still don't have much of a crowd, but they can make such a noise, this Indonesian fan base. I'm really looking forward to mixed doubles up next, where Tontowi Ahmed and Liliana Natia will take on Li Junhui and Huang Dongping of China. We've got Indonesians in 4 out of the 5 semi-finals on court for us live today. Which includes men's doubles, Indonesia versus Indonesia, and that will be such a prospect, I can tell you.
Second game, love all, play.
Oh, that's great from Yuanting. Just opening up her body and turning that lift cross court into the open space. Great defense from the Chinese.
Love.
Yu Yang again there, just asserting herself at the front of the court, putting pressure on that net and forcing her opponent to try too much, it seems.
3 love.
Ladies doubles and men's doubles, such a fast, flat, furious game. So common that attack at that sort of pace goes down the middle of the court. When you aim for the angles, it is so much easier to make errors at that kind of speed, and we've just seen the Chinese pair dominating that middle of the court, that flat push game. The Indonesians not able to keep up and trying to hit the open spaces in the corners, but making errors.
Service over, 1-4.
Error at the net this time by Yu Yang. Commentator's curse, I think.
Service over, 5-1.
There we have familiar formation, that flat,
6-1.
fast-paced rally. Yuanting steps forward, takes the pace off, plays that net shot, gets the lift, and a very easy smash down the middle of the court. It seems in the end for you, Tang Yuanting. And well left, that one rightly called out. 7-1 already in this second set. I don't think there's any way back for the Indonesians in this match, I'm afraid to say.
One. Service over.
Yes, well left there by Vita Marissa. That serve very clearly short. Too easy for Yuanting.
Service over. 9-2. Out.
That was a different rally. We haven't seen so much of that.
3-10.
Komala, Dewi there, just 2 slow drop shots in a row. Just changing the pace of things. That punch clear back in, and it was Yuanting going for the lines this time and missing. And again, the error from the racket of Tang Yuanting. They're playing this almost like a mixed doubles, it has to be said. Yuanting trying to take every opportunity to step forward and assert herself at the front of the court. There was a moment there in that rally where Yuanting played the block to the net. Usually they'd step forward and own the net, but it was Yuanting that was stepping forward.
Service over.
Encouraging her partner
interval
to move back and keep those smashes and drops coming down for Yuanting to kill at the net. So job here for the Indonesians is get Yuanting away from the net. Let's see if their coach is able to offer any words of advice and encouragement for them to be able to do that.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Thank you. Ball play. Service over. 5-11.
Great return of serve there by Vita Marissa. Stepping forward with her racket up high, waiting for the next reply and putting it away very well.
Service over. 12-5.
Yeah, great pressure there. 2 shots on either hip, making it very difficult to return. And
service over. 6-13.
the error this time from the Chinese. It seems there's some interference down on court, waving away a fly or something. Oof.
Service over. 14-6.
Both Chinese players knew where that one was coming. Stepping forward very early. Yu Yang with the slam dunk of a finish.
Service over, 7-14.
It has to be said, this ladies' doubles is, I wouldn't say conventional or typical. We're very used to long, drawn-out rallies, lots of smashes and drops, and lots of clears. I think the reason for that is the style of Yu Yang and Tang Yuanting.
14.
That almost mixed doubles approach means they're so often in attack formation and therefore very difficult to play long, even rallies when
Service over.
Yu Yang is all over that net so
15-8.
often. I wonder if they train against mixed doubles pairs so they can get better at that approach.
16-8.
Great stuff again there at the net from Yu Yang. That's something she's been training to do, you can tell, that backhand serve. Exactly in the right place. She knew where the reply was going to go and she had her backhand grip ready to play that kill down the tram lines. There we go again. It was a clear or a lift from the Chinese, and yet Yu Yang was stepping forward to take the net away, just like mixed. And then the slow, easy drop or net shots into the open space. And again, this Chinese pair now just finding gaps all over this court and exploiting them.
8.
Oh,
Game.
great cross-court backhand there from Tang Yuanting to finish the game 21-10, 21-8. For me, there's only going to be one winner of this tournament in the ladies' doubles, and we're looking at them right here. Yu Yang and Tang Yuanting are just too strong for this field.
By Tang Yuanting, Yu Yang, 21-10, 21-8.
Great support, however, from the Indonesian fans here for their ladies' women's doubles pair as they leave the court. Mixed doubles up next, as I said. It's Tontawi Ahmed and Liliana Natsir coming up, taking on Li Junhui and Huang Dongping of China. So stay tuned for that one. So there we have it, the women's doubles semi-final ending 21-10, 21-8 to Tang Yuanting and Yang of China, who beat Komala, Dewi and Marissa of Indonesia in this first match on court live, semi-finals day. The announcer just introducing the players for the next match on court. It's mixed doubles, as the technical officials first make their way to the court. We've got the number 1 seeds in front of us, Tontawi Ahmed and Liliana Natsia of Indonesia. They had a bye in the first round, as number 1 seeds sometimes do, I guess, when there is an odd number of pairs in the draw. Comfortably winning their second round and quarterfinal, it has to be said. They beat Alexander and Octaviani 16-16. And the quarterfinal, they took on Nugroho and actually Vita Marissa, who we just saw leave the court in the